I'm out here in the Westport section of Ford's Colony, and we are getting ready to start on a multifaceted project for this beautiful home here in Ford's Colony. And I want to walk you guys through what the job site looks like right now and show you the kind of things that we're going to be doing, so you know when I show you this after video what a big transformation it is. So here's the front of the home. Beautiful home. Got this driveway here coming right up at an angle right to this front yard right here, and the driveway is going to kind of snake around over to here. We're adding a walkway right off of this driveway, and it's going to kind of wrap around right to the front door, and then all through here it's going to be a largely native landscape on the front and around the sides. There's going to be no lawn in here. It's all just going to be different varieties of shrubs, perennials, plants, evergreens, trees, and it's just going to be a stunning view walking right up to the front door. We're going to have some larger material against the foundation just because that's what the HOA requires. We're going to have a little seating area up in this courtyard right here, so when people walk up to the front there will be a little bench right here so you can kind of sit and just have a little bit of a contemplation area at the front of this house. So that's just the front. Where it really gets exciting is when we move to the back. So River Pools is just starting their portion today. So you can see this big bar. This is going to be what they pick up the pool with just this afternoon. They're going to pick that pool up, swing it around this back. So as the driveway ends right here, we're going to have a set of steps that kind of come down to this backyard, and you can see, just looking at it, we've got a pretty decent grade as it falls off. So what we're going to be doing is terracing this backyard to make it just a little bit more usable for this pool and backyard space. So coming off this right here, there's going to be a step down. We're going to have our steps come down here, and then there's going to be a 2-foot wall that actually winds across the top of the pool, back over into this area here, and then there's going to be a flat area up there with a hot tub, and then stepping down to the pool where the pool deck is going to be, and there'll be like the lounging area. Pulling back over into here, there's actually going to be a water feature right here, and then there's going to be weirs in our wall spilling down into the pool. It's going to be pretty cool. So we're going to have a water feature sitting on top of the wall with the water spilling down into the pool, and it'll just kind of look like the water feature is actually pulling from the pool. Again, we're kind of keeping with the theme of the landscaping, so it's going to be tight landscaping wrapping around from the front yard to the backyard, continue its way around. And there's going to be a lower wall that starts somewhere right here. So the fence and the lower wall are going to kind of run together down to the back, across, and then back up and over. We've got lighting, water feature, pool, patio, lounge area, of course landscaping. There's a lot of facets to this backyard. Pretty excited to show you guys the before and what it's looking like right now. It's going to take us 3 or so weeks to get everything done here, but I just wanted to show you guys day 1 of this project. See you guys later. So I just took a minute to show you guys what the backyard of this property here in Westport looks like, and kind of showing you what the before we get to work looks like in the blank canvas we're starting with. But before we even get to that point, we have to do some concept drawings, and then we have to actually do real designs and sketches, and then from there we have to submit it to an HOA. We have to go through the proper channels to make sure that we can actually build this backyard, and sometimes that includes getting county or city approval. So I wanted to kind of take you guys a little walkthrough on my iPad of all things that I use to do a lot of these kind of designs. So you can see right here, this is kind of our first conceptual drawing, how we kind of laid out the backyard, where the pool is going to go, where all the different aspects of this backyard. So you can see we've got like a fire pit in here, we've got some stairs coming down, we've got our hot tub, and different pads, and our pavers, and our landscape, and our wall. So from there, we typically kind of will take that back out, and we'll start with a blank plat. So you can see from this blank plat, I've backed out all the information on a plat, so I just have where the house, the driveway, and the walkway are going. And then I'll start adding in details. So I'll start sketching in the details of where everything's going. So you can see we've got our retention walls in here. We've got the pool, the rough layout of the landscape. And then as that kind of goes along, I'll add in more details. And you can kind of see this is set up where I can then fill in all the different names of the plants and all the materials that we're using. And then from there, I'll frequently just put a little coloring on it so that you can distinguish all the different layers. So you can say, okay, real quick, that's the pool. Here's our patio. You can kind of see your coping outline on here for the pool. So you can kind of see the different colors. Hey Chip, thanks for watching. So you can see I've got it all the different layouts of where things are going. You get the coloring and whatnot. So because the pool is going in, you can see I've overlaid the pool right on top of our design. And this is River Pool's sketch of where things are going. It shows the dimensions just to make sure that I'm headed in the right direction and that I've got everything laid out properly. As we start coming down kind of to more the final design aspects and making sure everything is where we say it's going to be, we'll typically get a plat done, and the plat will just kind of walk us through and just make sure that my sketch, my dimensions, making sure that my grade fall off, making sure all my numbers are actually where they say they're going to be on their design. It's just kind of a quick check. And so you can see how they took my design, overlaid it on top of the plat, and you can kind of see how those match right up right there and work together. So we take this design and on the iPad, and that's kind of where we start, and then from there we implement and build the backyard out. But I wanted to show you guys kind of behind the scenes look at what that design process is. It does typically take a little bit of time to get those set up and get those to the proper scale and dimensions, and back and forth obviously with our clients and making sure that we have all the things that's important to them in their backyard. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.